Let's see. Is this focusing or is it like blurry? I'm trying to get this camera right better because certain reasons. This camera's like a year old. I don't know how good it's showing up. I don't know if my face is blurry or not. But I'm just trying to mess with it. I don't know which way this camera's showing. Like the little tripod. I got several tripods, and this is like a desk tripod and a little bit bent. So the camera right now is kind of like this way. I don't know how well it's showing straight or not. But I had to clear out the SD card on this because it's only 16 gigs, and that's not a lot. And there was like a couple of photos on here that were really taking up space. So like when I first put it in the computer, it's like full red line, and that's not good, at all. And I just want to talk about my show right now as I'm full testing out this camera, and just really, I just want to talk about the show and everything. The footage that you guys saw, it was supposed to be almost a good full 2-hour footage. Sadly, the camera stopped recording because it was so full, and I didn't know that. So that's not good. And yes, my footage, I understand, I seem nervous. I was nervous, me by myself as a solo artist, really nerve-wracking. Excited and nervous at the same time. Now by myself, and that's what I wanted, was to be by myself, performing. On the artist side of things, when it comes to music, I got that packed down all day, every day. Business side of that, I got that packed down. You have to know certain things, certain motives, things of that nature that go into it. I think, but when it comes to like performing on the performance side as an artist, when you perform, I have to work on that. I have to develop that, and that's going to take time. I want to get better at that. The next show for this will be in October. It's going to be a release party. I don't know what day. I haven't picked a date yet, but there will be a release party in October, and I guess I can talk more about that, but I will in a minute. It's just, there were like some of the best parts in the show in the middle were not captured because the camera, like I said, stopped recording. The SD card was not that big, and I think there's a bigger one that I have, and I have to look. And if it is, I'm switching it out, put it in this camera. That's why when October comes, it will capture the full thing, and I'm gonna have a person staying with the camera, like watching the timing, and if it stops, just keep on recording it, because I want to really make sure that. I know a lot of people, like right now, the show was booked on a weekday, not a weekend. Because a lot of bands book stuff on the weekends. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna head down there. I already have a date in mind that I want picked out for October on a weekend. That's why people can come out, because I know people have to work on the weekdays. So I really want it to be good. I did make a couple of bucks from off some of the CD sales. I'm not going to really say how much. That's no one's business, okay? That's no one's business. I don't care. I'm not telling you. So, I know a lot of people, can you live stream it? To answer your question, I was not going to live stream it because on this month I was late for my phone bill, and next month I have to pay an extra $5. So, I'm paying $65 a month, so my phone bill will be $70 on February because I got to pay that extra $5 for being late. And when you stream, I did not feel like raising it up to almost on maybe $75, maybe $80. So I didn't do that. I did promise you guys it was going to be recorded, which it was, not the full thing like it should have been. I do apologize for that on my behalf. I'm sorry for that. Now, like I said, there's certain things I gotta work on as a performer. One thing I like to do, I like to move with my body. I like body movement, so I'm gonna be invested into a headset microphone for performance wise for before the month of October, because I like movements. I understand, you hold the microphone, stuff like that, but I like being able to move my body, and I noticed some things. Work work on your artistry as a performer, and you like to move with your body. So those that like to move with your body, it's always best to have a headset microphone. So I'm gonna be investing in that, because it feels like, because when you're like that, it will feel more comfortable to you than a microphone. So I will be doing that. Um, that also goes along with me working better as a performer now, since I will be performing. I got to work on the performance side of that. So yeah, um, I did have a great time at the show. This is something I've been wanting to do for a solo show, and yes, people did show up. Even people that showed up, even shopping, stayed for the show as they were shopping around, and I did pretty good for my first solo show. That was decently packed. I didn't know how many. I didn't think people would show up. I kind of doubted myself. But this wasn't about me. It was about me giving back to the people when people came to me and said, when will you be performing? So I think tomorrow I'm gonna head down there because I already have a date in mind. I'm gonna talk to Isaac like, hey, I want to pick this date on this weekend on October, for a release party, and I'm gonna see if we can get it outside. Depending on how, I hope the weather would be good. 'Cause I would like to do a performance party outside if possible. I'm gonna see about that. Um, you guys got a pardon if I look a hot mess. I'm getting sick. I'm trying to get my voice a little bit clear as possible. My head hurts, but like I said, I'm also testing out this camera. It's the only thing that's gonna work right now. Like I said, man, if I can come up with a little bit extra money, then I would get another phone, like this, just to buy it and record on it, because it will record for about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours if I'm lucky. It's a good phone. It's came out, I think, in the middle of last year. It's like the iPhone LG style something, I don't know. It's a good, decent phone, man. Actually, I recommend it. I mean, I know just about almost seems like every month or so, or every 6 months, a new phone comes out. But about the release party, so you guys know, there's not a date for it yet. I'm gonna go head down there, talk to Isaac about a date for October, for a release party. The release party in October, it's several projects going on, and for the month of August, September, I'll be putting money to getting some the materials I need, getting stuff made up. That's why October comes, boom, everything's already done. So 2 new projects will be released, but there's more music's being released onto that, and I'm about to get into it. So I want to get with some of the re-releases I'll be doing. So there's going to be the Seatown Keeper 7 re-release that will be on a kind of like your standard thick CD case. There will be that. Re-release of Dangerous, which would be a double-sided back cover for that. Then what else? Bad, the mixtape album re-release on cassette, followed up by the 2 new projects, which would be Psycho 3 Dead End 2018. It's a playlist of like Halloweenish type of songs, but it's on CD. So there's that, and then you have the 3-disc set of Chiller, which is a new project, so there'll be that. So for the next months, from August, September throughout them months, a little bit not some, like maybe like one day in October, be getting everything ready for that, and I'm gonna try to get it booked on the weekend. That's why everyone can come out, But like I said, I do want to apologize that not all of my show was captured on camera. Like I said, the SD card, 16 gigs, man, not a lot of space, and it was mainly not even really that much photos, believe it or not. It took up all that space, and when I put it in the my laptop, the red line, you know, the line where it shows how much space you have, was in the red zone. It was filled. So I am grateful having those 30 minutes and plus whatever to make like 18 clips. I mean, like 18 minutes good, as much as possible. So yeah, you know, 18 minutes of footage, decent, you know, for you guys, from me as well. Like I said, not all of it was captured. I'm sorry for that. I am testing out this camera, and I'm gonna make sure that I have a camera person with me, man, to keep an eye on this camera. So that's way during the performance in October, when as soon as you see that thing stop, man, you hit that record button again. We want to make sure this shit's captured. But along that way, I'm gonna see how big this other SD card is. And it should be a little bit bigger than this one in this camera that came with it. Being really real with it. Going along again, I know a lot of you guys wanted me to stream it. I did not want to stream it. Like I said, you know, I'm already paying $66 for my phone every month. Like I gotta pay an extra $5 because I was late on my bill for this month, which will be next month. Then I gotta pay an extra $5, which would be like $70. So you guys gotta keep that in mind. And when I stream, that eats up data, and that raises my bill up. It really does. Those that stream a lot, that have decent amounts of money, or those that are making good amount, can tell you, like, look, man, streaming takes up a lot of money off phones. So that's why I didn't stream it. Like I said, I enjoyed myself, and I was surprised that people did come out. It was a decent crowd. For a first time solo performer, it was a decent crowd. Now for a while, like I had doubts, man. I was nervous, I was scared. You guys heard me say I'm sorry for being so nervous in the video. I'm gonna let it be known, not too many artists will while they perform, but I will. And it was still a fun time. Like I said, man, I just wanted to clear that up, just talk to you guys, talking about the show, testing out this camera. I'm gonna log off here, man. I'm tired. Like I said, I'm getting sick. My head hurts. It's supposed to snow tonight. I hope not, though. God, I hope not. I hate the weather as it is, but shit. But yeah. Like I said, thanks, man. Thanks everybody that came out. I want to talk about the show. This month, no, not this month. This year, in October, there'll be another show. I'm gonna get it booked on the weekend. I'm gonna be like I said, you know, I always push my advertisements, like when I advertise my CDs, you know, my brand, who I am, a lot, really hard to get it out there, and I pushed this one so much. Like I said, there were invites that were not digital invites, but physical invites that were printed out and gave out over at a clothing shop, over at High Fashion, because a lot of customers come in there and do listen to my music. They want to see me perform. I know a lot of these people had to work, and they tried to make it, but those invitations did not last long. It just, like that, just ran out. So, you know, that's a good thing. You know, you can, I think, a little bit, it's like half, you know. It's good to run out of invitations quick, but you would expect people that got an invitation would show up, but people have to work, and the show was booked on a weekday. You know, hey, it is what it is, but I'm happy. I'm not complaining about it. You guys can expect the same amount of much of push, like I always do when I push something, when I promote, advertise something, when it comes to me and my brand and music. So yeah, like I said, next show's gonna be in October. I'm gonna try to get it booked on the weekend. Friday or Saturday. I think Saturday might be better. I'm gonna try to get something booked on a Saturday. Probably Friday. I'm gonna see. What? Let me know. What would you guys prefer, man, for the October show? A Friday night or Saturday night? I'm leaning towards Saturday, but Friday might be better though. So, you know, we're gonna see. either Friday or Saturday night. But I know a lot of people like to go to the bars and clubs on Saturday, so it might be on a Friday night, which would be great. So I'm gonna see if I can't get something booked on a Friday night in October for my release party. I'm gonna get invitations for now and again for that when the time comes. I'm going to also have somebody like, hey, can you be a camera person? Just keep an eye on the time. As soon as you see that thing hit that 30-40 minute mark, hit that button again and just make sure it's recording, doing its job, and make sure nothing happens to the camera. So, there's that. I want to make it people's worthwhile. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I did upload. And I know a lot of you guys kind of like, oh, he's nervous. Like, yeah, I was. Like I said, not a lot of artists are going to admit that on stage when they're performing. I was. First timers, we're going to admit it. Well, we're all not going to admit it. I'm going to admit it. Very learnable experience. I do know that I have to work on my performances, skills. I know that. I will be doing that. I did enjoy the show. Love everybody over there. Variety Records. So yeah, man, just like I said, for a first timer, it was a well-packed show. I was not really expecting that. I had, like I said, I doubted myself for a little while, but great, man. It was really great. And like I said, I'm about to get off here, man. I'm tired. I'm getting sick. My head hurts. So yeah, this is me just talking about my show and testing out this camera. So I'm out, and peace.